right, guys, let's take a few moments today during homeroom to talk about Mega Lunch, kind of give you a breakdown of what it's all about so that you understand the concept. And most of you do. It'll be a refresher, but we do want to talk about it. Of course, the next couple of days, these first few days of the year, will be in 4 lunches during fourth period, but we look forward to Friday. This guy here, he's got a lot going on, so sometimes he gets confused. But because y'all are so good, Mega Lunch starts Wednesday this year. As you can see, these two guys much younger than me. I'm very wise. Mega Lunch starts Monday. Getting into Mega Lunch. Now, what are some of the things that you can do at Mega Lunch? Of course, there's the opportunity, of course, to eat. We want to make sure that you are eating during Mega Lunch. All right, I hear sometimes, well, the lines are so long. That goes back to the time management that we talked to you about. Make sure that you're managing your time. I can tell you from personal experience, the last 10 minutes of B lunch, there is absolutely no one in line. That's a great opportunity to go eat if that works with your schedule. So we want to make sure that you can eat. The second piece of that is, of course, you can go in for tutoring. That's a deal that you don't have to worry about before school, right? Because nobody wants to get here at 6 o'clock and try to do math, all right? And you don't have to wait after school. You don't have to stay after school if you've got a job or you've got to get home because little brother or little sister gets off the bus and it's your job to watch them until your parents get home. It's built into the day to get that tutoring. There's no excuses. Absolutely no excuse for you to fail any class because your teachers are offering 90 minutes of tutoring every week that you have access to. So make sure that you're getting in there for that tutoring. And there's obviously more options in that tutorial period, whether it's getting extra help, making up a test that you missed, retaking a test that you failed. Those are all things, of course, that can take place during Mega Lunch. Clubs. Clubs are great. We've got all the clubs right here at Dobie. We've got our traditional National Honor Society, Student Council, Math Club, all those Key Club, all those traditional clubs. But we also have the hobby and interest clubs, and we'll be showing those to you this week as well and what dates and where they meet. Things like salsa dancing, things like orienteering where you read a map and you use a compass. Things such as video games or reading or any type of number of hobby and interest clubs. Those are available to you each day during Mega Lunch. And then, of course, finally, there's the social piece. You are able to socialize. You don't have to have your friend in first lunch and you're in third lunch and you never get to talk to them. You have time during Mega Lunch, obviously, to catch up, unplug, let your mind rest, visit with your friends, and socialize. So those are all things that can happen during Mega Lunch. And so we want to go through just a reminder of what Mega Lunch is, what our policies are, and then talk a little bit about a system called Priority Day so that everyone is aware of where we stand there. All right, so let's get a breakdown of exactly what Mega Lunch is. Mega Lunch is a 55-minute period. It stands alone. It's not attached to a class period, right? And so you have A lunch and you have B lunch, all right? And so the idea or the concept is, of course, you use one of those time periods to eat lunch. The other one you're doing tutoring or you're going to a club or you're socializing or whatever that you need to happen. But here's the cool thing. The cafeteria is open all 55 minutes. So if it doesn't completely work between A and B lunch, you can run in between. The cafeteria is always open during the 55 period. So at any point you want to go get in line and get lunch, you can do that. A new thing that we're adding is a coffee bar. So on the fine arts side or the auditorium hallway side of the cafeteria, the district has built a coffee bar. So it's going to be very similar to a Starbucks situation. They're going to have coffees, cold brews, hot brews. They're going to have the snacks, the pastries, things of that nature that you guys can actually go over and get during lunch. And with that being said, Dobie's a closed campus, so you can't leave during lunch. You can't get in your car, go get something to eat, come back. We keep everyone here on campus. We also do not allow food to be delivered. All right? So if over the summer you got into the whole Uber delivery, the Uber Eats, not going to happen here. We're gonna end up having to confiscate the food. We'll put it in the AP office. You can come get it 2.5 hours later when school is out. I don't think you want to do that, all right? So don't have that food brought in. Don't have it dropped off by friends or parents or anything of that nature. You bring your food. If you don't want to eat the cafeteria food, obviously you can bring in food, leftovers, salads, things of that nature from your own home. Pretty much the entire campus is open. We're going to keep you out of the front. Now that's a little different. Again, it goes back to our focus on safety this year. So sometimes we would have groups of students that would get in the front of the building and in front of the 200s, between the 200s and the tennis courts. We really want you guys on the back side of the building, again, as a safety precaution. Of course, you can go out between the 100s and the 300s and the fine arts. Several of y'all play ball there. You can go play soccer out by the portable. You can go out by the field house. You have access. Now, you cannot leave out of the auditorium hallway, but you can leave out of the gym hallway to access the field house and the back portables. Stay out of the parking lots. The library is always open. The auditorium is closed. Teachers have the autonomy to say, you can bring food in and eat your lunch here, or no food today, or no food this week, or whatever their case is. So make sure that you adhere to their policies as far as when and where to bring lunch. Two more quick things with Mega Lunch. Lunch detention, all right? If for whatever reason you get assigned lunch detention by an assistant principal, that's being, of course, held in the gym. You'll need to report there about 5 minutes after the bell rings. They'll put you in a location there in the gym. You'll sit there. I would advise you to bring something, a book, homework, a binder, something. You'll not be able to have your technology, your phone out. You'll have approximately 40 minutes in there. Then we'll dismiss you, give you plenty of time to get a quick bite to eat, and then get to fifth period. So make sure that you're serving those lunch detentions as they are assigned. A reminder again, start planning now. Some of you know exactly what you're going to do, where you're going to go, who you're going to hang with, and where y'all going to sit. That's great, all right? But each week you need to start thinking about, I want to be a part of this club, or I want to drop in and hang out with this teacher, or I need to make sure that I got this tutoring going on, or I've got to make up an exam, or I've got to retake an exam that I failed. Time management, again, very, very important skill that you need to work towards. So start planning now for your week, next week, of what it is you're wanting to do during Mega Lunch. I want to spend a few moments in this next video talking about Priority Day and what it means to you here at Dobie High School. Okay, so let's talk about Priority Day for just a minute. Each day of the week, a content area will have what is called Priority Day. And what that means is if that teacher for that content says that we need you on this day for this period, that is priority. It doesn't matter if you're in band or athletics or in this club or that club or anything of that nature. That takes precedence over anything else that you may have planned for that week. So on Monday are the electives. On Tuesday is English. On Wednesday is math. Thursday, science. Friday, social studies, all right? So what's going to take place is that teacher's going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, you missed this, or you struggled in this area, or you didn't perform well in this area. We want to get a little extra time with you to tutor to get you ready for the end of the 6 weeks or the end of the semester or an EOC or the PSAT or whatever the case may be. They want to make sure that you're up to where you're supposed to be. So they're going to invite you and they're going to say, hey, I need you. The English teacher's going to say, I need you this Tuesday during A lunch, all right? And so Tuesday during A lunch, you'll report to that class and they'll have about 8 to 12 other students in there with you. They'll be working with you on a specific skill, a specific objective, a specific concept that maybe you didn't get completely. And so those are priority days. That's how that works. And again, electives are Monday, English is Tuesday, math Wednesday, science Thursday, social studies Friday. Again, making sure that you're college and career military ready. You're going to hear us talk about that a lot. You may hear us refer to it as CCMR, all right? But we're trying to make sure that you guys, when you leave us, that you are completely ready for whatever your post-secondary plans are, okay? And in order to do that, we've got to even begin in the 10th grade year, starting to get you ready so that you're ready for the 11th grade year. And in the 11th grade year, getting you ready so you're ready for your senior year. And your senior year, getting you ready so that you're ready for whatever it is that you're going to do once you get out of high school and graduate with that diploma. So again, priority day, a little different than what we did last year, a little bit of a shift, all right? But if that teacher lets you know, hey, I need you, then that's something that you have to do, all right? That's a non-negotiable, that's a mandatory thing. You need to get in there, get that extra help that you need to prepare you for what's coming up, all right? So that's during Mega Lunch. So I'm going to wrap this video up. In the closing on Mega Lunch, again, we're excited to have Mega Lunch again coming back. All right, guys, let's wrap this Mega Lunch video up. There's 3 sticking points that I really want to talk about. For the most part, you guys do a good job of this, but it's just kind of sporadic, and we have to remind you. So let's talk about them real quick. They are very, very important to the success as well as the continuation of Mega Lunch each time. Number 1, trash. We've got to make sure that we keep this place clean. If we're going to allow you to eat outside of the cafeteria, in the hallways, in the main hallway, outside by the portables or out back by the field house, we have to pick our trash up, all right? Our custodians are some of the hardest working people in this building, all right? But they need our help during Mega Lunch. It's very disrespectful. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's very disrespectful for you to have lunch and have the opportunity to eat it anywhere in the building, and you still leave trash underneath the benches, outside so the wind can blow it all over the place. Guys, we got trash cans all around the campus. Take the trash, throw it away. Don't leave it. I know sometimes it's accidental. Keep your friends accountable. Hold them accountable. Hey, man, pick your trash up. Don't forget, we got to pick our trash up. Help us out in that area. Keep this campus clean. Number 2, behavior. All right, for the most part last year, you guys did a fantastic job. We had very, very few incidents where we had to deal with bad behavior, whether that be a verbal altercation between 2 students or a physical altercation, a fight, if you will, between 2 students. This campus is large enough and Mega Lunch is long enough that you can stay completely away from somebody that you're having an issue with or that you don't like for whatever reason, or there's something else going off campus. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Just remember, something takes place, a verbal altercation. It's very likely that you're going to be suspended for 3 days. We don't tolerate that during Mega Lunch. If you happen to get into a physical altercation, a fight, that's going to be a 3-day suspension. And instead of 5 days guidance, it's going to be 10 days of guidance. So you're going to be off campus for 2.5 weeks. If you choose to do that during Mega Lunch. So let's make sure we behave ourselves. And also, as always, the running, the chasing, make sure that's all outside. There's opportunities for you out there and play soccer and play football and enjoy that. But we don't run around the hallways and through the cafeteria and things of that nature. Let's act like mature high school students. And the last piece I want to talk to you is something that I really feel strongly that we can improve on a lot. And that's getting to class 5th period. All right, we give you 55 minutes during lunch to visit, to hang out, to go to tutoring and all the other things. There's plenty of time for social activity. We give you a warning bell to let you know Mega Lunch is ending in 2 to 3 minutes. Then we ring a bell, and then we give you 7 minutes to get from wherever it is that you're on campus to your 5th period class. Guys, that's plenty of time in which to get from anywhere in this building. But what happens is you hear the warning bell for Mega Lunch. You continue to talk. You hear the end of Mega Lunch. You continue to talk. You just walk very slowly to wherever it is you're going and talking, and then that warning bell goes, and then you kind of pick up the pace and you end up being late for 5th period. Guys, we've got to do a better job of getting to 5th period on time. Of all the periods throughout the day, 5th period should be the period that you are never late to, because you have plenty of time in which to get there. Mega Lunch is an unbelievable thing. It's been extremely successful for us here at Dobie High School and several high schools across the state of Texas, all the way from the other side of San Antonio, all the way up to Dallas, and several right here in the Houston area have implemented some form of Mega Lunch over the past 3 or 4 years. They continue to come, they continue to look at it, and they continue to model what you guys have proven to be successful. So let's continue to do the good work. Let's work on those fine points, those sticking points, cleaning up our trash, making sure we behave ourselves, and getting to class on time. And Mega Lunch will continue to be successful here at Dobie High School. So Friday's our first day. Don't forget, Wednesday, not Friday. Like I said earlier, we're starting Monday, Mega Lunch. But while I have your attention, a couple of quick things. This year, breakfast and lunch are free for every student. So please take advantage of that. If there's something in that lunch line you want, maybe you don't want everything, but that one thing you want, go through the lunch line, get it. Remember, it's free, okay? So make sure that you eat while you're here on campus. Take advantage of that free lunch. A couple other things that those two guys forgot to share with you are some of our off-limit areas. Stairwells. Guys, you can use the stairwells obviously to go up and down, but you can't sit on the stairwells. That becomes a fire safety hazard. If we had a fire and we needed to exit the building, it would cause issues, obviously. A couple of other areas we want to make you aware of. The dark hallways on each side of the library. You need to stay out of those. Again, you can use them to pass, but you can't hang out there. They mentioned the parking lots are off limits. Behind the field house, the track is off limits. The Lariat hallway that cuts through. You can be in the gym hallway, but not that Lariat hallway. So there are a few other areas that they forgot to mention that I want to make sure that you're aware that you can't go. Anywhere else you can go, you can take your food. And remember, if you go into a teacher's room, make sure they're okay with you bringing food there. And as always, remember to put your trash away. Looking forward to it. Go Hornets.